I'm back, ladies and gentlemen, lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging while coming at you with thoughts of the day. It is now 9 o'clock and all is well. I got to thinking about stuff and wanted to talk a little bit about FAUX News. You know, I have to hand it to FAUX News because they have convinced a gigantic portion of society that somehow they're not mainstream media. You know, I saw a clip, I guess, of something, I think it was Sean Hannity, recently where he was going on about, oh yes, and the mainstream media doesn't say, or they've been saying X, Y, and Z, and we haven't, or what have you. They're all a part of the corporate media. I hate to break. In fact, I don't know, right after the election, or during the primaries, I was talking to a friend of mine on the phone, an acquaintance, I guess. And I said, I don't look at any corporate media at all. I'm done with it. I look at, my ears needed to pop. I look at independent media sources funded by human beings and not brought to you by the oil companies and all this jazz. I stay away from all that. And she actually said, I know, Lisa, that's why we only watch FAUX. Do they not realize that Rupert Murdoch is worth billions of dollars with a B? It's all corporate-based. They're not some sort of non-mainstream outlet. They're really amazing, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, honest to Pete, that Roger Ailes really was good with propaganda, really was good with this BS. I mean, to convince this big of a population, I used to be one of them, remember? I used to be a FAUX News believer. Yeah, and sometimes they are truthful. I have to give them some credit. I mean, you have to be a little bit or else people wouldn't tune in at all. Yeah, they've convinced everybody that they're somehow not mainstream. How often do they go on about, pollution situation or the downtrodden, other than to, of course, demonize them? That's their particular, what's it called, modus operandi, MO, is they demonize the poor, they demonize anybody who's been shot by a police officer, like African American, for example. They immediately dig up all kinds of dirt. Some of it's fabricated, I know that's a shock. And do victim blaming to the max, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. That's the way they roll, and calling other people mainstream media. It cracks me up. Think about that. Like the only thing about them that's different is they're an arm of the Republican Party. The establishment Republican Party, I might add, because they certainly had no love for Ron Paul back in the day. Yeah. All right, well, at any rate, ladies and gentlemen, they're just like the rest of them, wanting to keep the status quo, but with more conservative thing. Not even conservative. I don't want to give conservatives a bad name. Reactionary. They're the reactionary branch of the media for that particular wing, so to speak. And then, of course, we have the other reactionaries for the other side, like MSNBC. But I already did a video about how they're not the same, because FAUX News has managed to do what MSNBC never even wanted to do, and that's to bring their viewers to the fringes of right-wing ideology. They have pushed the narrative completely to the far right. The Overton window's fixing to fall off the line, whereas MSNBC does not. They keep everybody with that Democratic establishment train of thought. They don't push people to be progressive, whereas FAUX News pushes people, has moved the narrative to the reactionary side of the Republican Party. All right, that's all. Signing off, Lounging with Lisa, the video series that can actually say that I'm not a part of the mainstream media.